you ready? Let's get the show on the road.
Doesn't even show up on the GPS. Is unworthy of global positioning.
That's the whole point. Get off the grid, right?
Well, I think, Cabin is a classic horror movie, and then it is the least classic horror movie ever made. I think it really explodes the genre at the same time as it celebrates it. And to me, it's not the final statement, but a final statement on the genre in a way that is, I think, very new.
Sign says closed.
We're looking for, what's it called?
Tillerman Road.
To get you there, getting back. That's your concern.
Yes, I can say that you will have a great deal more fun the less you know. It's a film that actually unfolds over the course of the film instead of just setting up the premise and then paying it off. And that's something that doesn't happen that often, particularly in horror. So I would definitely recommend staying spoiler free.
This is awesome.
It's definitely a horror film. I mean, there's no way Drew Goddard and I aren't going to write a lot of jokes because that's who we are. And we had an enormous amount of fun, and there is an element of an absurdity in the movie that you can't deny, but it's a horror movie, straight up.
What is that thing?
We have to stay together. This isn't right. We should split up.
Yeah, good idea.
Really?
There are so many answers to that question, and some of them would contain spoilers that it's hard to say. We love the sort of 70s, early 80s classicals. Carpenter was a big influence in his directing, and the Wes Cravens, and the ones where it was still fresh and still newly terrifying. Writing with Drew is always ridiculously fun. Because he's completely out of his mind and so funny and so dear. And the two of us were so on the same track, and yet we're just different enough that we kept sort of throwing each other curves. It's a glorious experience.
We gotta get out of here.
In terms of the narrative, there were none. We would not have gone into it if we didn't know that we were going to be very simpatico. But even I couldn't have predicted that. I would have thought there would be something, a name. Is that a good name? Can we change that name? No, we just kept impressing each other.
You're missing the point. They want to see us punished.
Favorite movie twist? Well, I got to see The Sixth Sense without any spoilers. That was pretty fun. I know it's a cliche now, but at the time it was like, oh my goodness.
I think I can get it to go down.